This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Yeah, it's up there and we're down here. That's why we took just a little more. I'm not paid to debate the civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take
Young lady, Shadowheart,
so
a
don't
word.
make trouble.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
They're beggars and criminals.
I'd certainly feel a lot safer if they brought a few steel watch down here to keep these refugees in check.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch. Be vigilant now. These absolutists could be anywhere.
But I'm not a thief. Am I? Wish I could ask them all.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realise Baldur's Gate was so big. Dangerous? Oh, it's a gold mine. So many pockets to pick. Wait, I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck, because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Want to see? Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. away from trapped chests. Hello again. Looking for something different? You've come to the right merchant. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye. Oh, hello. I remember you, sort of. Thanks, I think. Bye. Oh!
Please, don't look at me. Please, don't look at me.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now. And I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. Your ranks are full. You will need to make an opening for me if I am to follow you. I'm with you.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate. Always good to talk, my friend. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Let's make this happen.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting. The air grows ever warmer, the hum of life within it louder. It may yet hatch, though not soon by my estimation. In its heat lives stimulation, and in its throbbing, exhilaration. An effigy of Githyanki future, incubated inside a fragile shell. Only if you want me to roast you over a campfire, using my blade as a spit. But it is true that I feel some manner of responsibility for this unhatched whelp. After we free Orpheus, we can revisit the matter. If the egg hatches beforehand, well, we will shield it from the Lich Queen's zealots. Whatever may come, I will not let Vlaakith poison the fledgling with lies. A camp once visited by a scheming devil is no safe haven for the unhatched. It has afforded us as much disquiet as it has rest. Leave the egg with me. There's no need for further discussion.
No time to rest.
But please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
No room in your party. What should I do?
Excellent. Let's go.
What do you think that clerk has got in his crate?
I don't know. Lunch?
Nah. I bet that's where he keeps the valuables. Hello again. Looking for something different? You've come to the right merchant. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests.
How come all the grown-ups look at me sideways?
Because they think you're a thief, Murkon. Duh.
But I'm not a thief. Am I? Wish I could ask Mole.
We need a place to hide any good stuff we find.
How about in those stacks of hay?
You've had worse ideas, Murkon. A lot worse. What do you think that clerk has got in his crate?
I don't know. Lunch?
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see this city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. Then let us be about it.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to swap out someone if you want me. Lead the way, then.
I'm listening. You're full up. Dismiss someone first. Ready for battle.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
How come all the grown-ups look at me sideways?
Because they think you're a thief, Murkon. Duh.
But I'm not a thief, am I? Wish I could ask
donations. Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up. Look, what are you still flapping your lips at me for? Get on with it.
Nestor let you in? Good. Means you'll be further away from me.
We need a place to hide any good stuff we find.
Not sure why you were so keen to get in the barn, but if the manip says so...
A lot worse.
Best be on my way.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see. Salutations once more, old stick. Always a treat to have visitors.
I hear you've been given permission to be here. Don't disappoint me.
You best not piss away Manip Nestor's good graces. I hear Worms Rock Prison is rather cold this time of year.
Go slowly. This place is dangerous. Just out of view.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest. What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
I thought this assignment was going to be done.
I don't need any attention right
Such
now.
luck. Toys trapped to injure children. It's abominable. Who would do such a thing?
Explosives? In toys? How despicable. Hope Lord Gortash gets this stuff sorted out.
I don't know. Lunch?
Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg. Glad I didn't get burned up.
Double the patrol.
Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's...
You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Don't make trouble.
You can't catch me! You can't catch me! Too slow,
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth. Piss off, would you? I've got some papers left to file to get in. Apparently. Bloody bleeding bureaucrats.
We only got away with what we have on.
Oh, God! Are they going to see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog. Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back. Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Yes, yes, yes! Amazing! Perfect! No notes! Yes, yes, yeah!
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
If you've never had a hound yourself, I'd highly recommend it. Does wonders to distract from this horrible absolute business.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling. Maybe I'll get a cat when we make it to the lower city. I'll show him. Maybe I'll get a...
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort. Never been to Baldur's Gate. Not sure how many gnomes are there. Sure hope I find some kind of gnomish community behind those walls. Never been to Baldur.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all. It could be worse. I could still be hiding in a ditch while a squad of absolutist goblins marches past. It could be worse.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is, but we have to.
I don't know. Maybe Greg has some ideas about how we can help Grunch get inside the walls. I can't think straight anymore.
When Nilos and me were hiding, and hungry, and scared, it was Grunch who got us through. I'm not letting him down now. When Nilos and me were...
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more. Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting old. Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting...
Some close calls. The cults have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Outgard. But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
I mean, Gareth is always filthy.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. I can't figure out how Garon puts up with her. Maybe she treats him special in the sack. No, Giselle, don't think about it. Can't figure out how Garon...
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it? Sorry to burden you like that before. I should just try to remember the good days before we had to leave Barriskir. Sorry.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh? We made it this far, me and my ladies. I wish I could see a way forward from here. Can't stick a mine if you don't know where to stick your pick.
You know who's really responsible.
We made it this far, me...
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like. The old crone is watching me like a drunk eyes her bottle. I'll never ditch her at this rate. The old crone...
I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that. They got me signed up.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Could a bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here? Bunch of perverts, the lot of you. I hate this place. I can't even soap my forearms in peace. I hate this.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. Oh, hello again. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. I haven't seen him.
I'm really worried about Umi.
Don't take that.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars. I miss Zevlor. I miss...
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
You made it here all on your own.
It was touch and go. Some close calls.
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything. We made it through hell.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy. We made it alive to Baldur's Gate.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. What peace. If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching? Can see what you're hiding.
It's touch and go. Some close calls. The cult has claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Eltergard.
That's interesting.
But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you. Supplies are short. I can scrape enough together to have a bite of something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, I'll drink to them now.
Come on, open up.
I heard So many more could have survived if we...
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that. Let me be. It seems my only friend asleep.
Alfira, no matter where we were, I wonder how she did it. I mean,
We've lost so many since Elturel.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short, but I can scrape enough together for everyone to have a bite of something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory. I've heard Alfira made her way into the city.
Bards can talk their way out of trouble as well as into it.
She sent a message. She's at the Elf Song Tavern, hopefully making herself comfortable.
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
she's all right.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
Their origins are shrouded in mystery.
This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command.
So many more could have survived if I had done the right things. Don't take that to me.
Then I guess you better get well. And soon.
Double the patrols. We're dealing with a maniac.
I don't need you standing here gawking, thanks.
Glad Nestor sorted out those trapped toys. Nasty business, that.
That's more
dereliction of duty, and you're all going on punishment, Dieter. Got it?
You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
Not happening.
So many roads, dry hay, coarse feed, but all worth it to be back here again. Nothing tastes as sweet as the grass of home.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
King and start walking right now.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my property. Do something about it.
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Splitter than a 10-ton tarpon.
Make way.
Still on my feet.
Take you.
These are too much to bear.
My path be true. Another fight. Let's go.
You can never help me. My faith will protect me.
Survival is all that matters.
Not going to last much longer. Can't give up. Take your
My path be true. Can't even catch my breath. Have to keep going. The potion and all will be well.
give up. Not now.
On the move.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
The visage fit for letter writing.
I can't last much longer.
On the move.
Nearly there now.
Investments to get me started.
It's up there.
What are you calling this?
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
start walking right now.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
Threaten
You're
us.
going to hire.
Threaten their children. Jacinta was trembling.
Of course. Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
Up on the hill.
Is it the earth beneath that crunches, or the bones within?
At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace? What peace?
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you. Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you. You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
Something over there.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
She's not brave, no. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble. Peace? What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
I was sure we were about to be evicted. We're lucky there's... But...
And to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
Can't keep me out.
At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace?
To draw any attention.
What peace? Haven't you heard there's an
what's
army
past
marching
this.
towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha.
this place is trapped. Be cautious.
These bears are like the ones in the barn. Let's hope they don't explode.
Just avoid that trap. I see a trap.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Step carefully. There's a trap. Trap. Be cautious. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
It looks like our merchant friend's the one who's been putting explosives in teddy bears.
Toys from the barn. He must have made them here.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown. A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown. Wonder what's past this.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be really fancy. You'll see. Oh, and I'm supposed to say thank you for helping us. So, thank you. Oh, and...
As long as you stop sulking and start walking, right?